All right, people versus Christopher Cruzak. Ms. Quick, I know you just got on this case. Do you want me to give you a breakout room with Mr. Cruzak?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Okay, and I take it, well, wait a second. Let me ask you this first. Because I know that you're on Christopher Meter also. I take it since he said, oh, that's my attorney when I was letting you in, that you've already spoken to him.
Yes, I've spoken with him.
Why don't we
and
do
Mr.
that real
Bellinger.
quick first, and then I'll put you in a breakout with Mr. Cruzak. People versus Christopher Meter.
Good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Moore on behalf of the people, P84724.
I imagine since do you have the discovery in this case or no?
Your Honor, I do.
But not the digital body worn camera.
I did reach out on Monday evening to the officer in charge requesting the body worn camera. I have not received it in this case yet. However, as soon as I have it, I will turn it over promptly.
Okay, so if I do an adjournment, what do you think? A couple weeks? What's your Ms. Moore?
If Ms. Moore thinks she could have it in within a week, then 2 weeks should be sufficient for us.
Your Honor, I do believe we would be able to have that in. I spoke to the officer in charge yesterday. I just have not received it yet. So I believe a week.
All right. So if I go out 2 weeks to the 18th at 8:45, does that work for everybody?
Works for the people, Judge. Thank you.
Ms. Quick?
Yes, that's great. That's good. Thank you.
Mr. Meter?
Absolutely.
All right, and that'll be in courtroom number 4 with Judge Martin. Understand?
Yep.
All right, then you're all set for today, Mr. Meter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And
You have
now
a great
I'll put you in a breakout, Ms. Quick, with Mr. Cruzak.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I believe my case is McDonald, not Moore.
Okay, I'll hang on just a second and I'll check it out. Go ahead and hit join. Thanks, officer.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I see Mr. Bowditch, Destiny McDonald.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Got it. All right, hang out till she comes back.
charges up, man. I'm in court.
On the phone number ending 0437, what's your last name?
Ernest Bellinger.
Good morning, Mr. Bellinger. How are you?
Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, I may need you on Mr. Bellinger's case. Miss
Ready, Your Honor.
Miss Moore, is there an offer on Bellinger?
Honor, give me one moment to pull that file.
This is messed up, man. Cause I ain't talking to my phone charge on the court.
Oh, you know what? You may not be on that because it's a domestic and Mr. King is joining us, so it's his.
Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly what my docket sheet says. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Although I'm not sure why he's on this. Good morning, Mr. King.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I'm good. I'm not sure why this is on. Are you on Bellinger?
I don't know. I could not locate the physical file.
Well, and it's a misdemeanor, so I'm not sure why it's set on the felony day instead of the domestic misdemeanor day.
Oh, that might be why I couldn't locate the file because I was looking for a blue felony file.
Yeah,
let me go
yeah.
back and see if I can grab it. Just a quick trip down
Yeah,
the
no,
hall.
I think it was set on the wrong day is what I
Oh,
suspect.
come on.
Give me a
No,
minute.
no, no,
Let me
no,
go
we
grab
got
the
it today.
file.
Mr. Bellinger, it's not a problem. We have the prosecutor and everything, but that's why he couldn't find the file. Don't worry about
Let
it.
me go grab the file.
Miss Gray.
Yes.
Yeah. How you doing? You don't remember me, but I've known you from a long time ago. Miss Gray, I'm trying to get, like I said, when they put
No, 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 we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it
No.
today.
No, what I'm saying is, okay, I hope something get done today because y'all bonded me away from my house, because I got into it with my brother.
Right.
And
It's-
he changed the locks on the door.
Oh,
He
wait,
threw my
wait,
clothes
so
and
it
stuff
was,
away.
wait. That's why, Miss Moore, hang on just a second, Mr. Bellinger. Is the
Okay.
victim in this case your brother?
Yes.
Then it's not Mr. King's case. Miss Moore, I stand corrected. Yeah, and I can't get him. He's gone. That's why he couldn't find the file. So it is set on the right day. Miss Moore,
Yes,
this
Judge.
was,
I did have this on my docket sheet as a domestic violence day. However, I'm pulling up our online version of the case, so I will have an answer in just one moment.
right, and I have that it's his brother, so on both cases, so it is yours and not Mr. King's. If I can get Mr. King back out.
Understood, Judge.
And I don't know if you have contact information for his brother. Mr. King, it's not yours. It's brothers, so it's
I
not your
see
file.
that, but it physically is in my hands because it got routed to us.
Okay, but Miss Moore is yeah, she's the. Do you have a contact information for the victim?
Your Honor, is the victim a
Demont Bellinger.
Yes.
And no, if Mr. King can chat that number to me, I will write that down. And then Mr. King, I will pick up that file from you later today so that I have it in my possession.
Great. I'm at 1033 in Frank Murphy, so I'll leave
Thank you.
this aside for you.
While you guys are working that out, Mr. Bellinger, hang out for a minute. Ms. Quick on People versus Christopher Cruzak. Did you have an opportunity to speak to Mr. Cruzak?
I did, Your Honor.
And I know you don't have you don't have the discovery on this matter yet. What do you know, Ms. Moore, what the status is on the discovery?
Yes, Judge. I did just send a paper discovery to Ms. Quick as soon as she logged on today and I found out who had it. I also requested digital discovery from the officer in charge late Monday night. Still have not heard back. I will follow up today.
Ms. Quick, same thing, 2-week adjournment. You want me to do it?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll adjourn it the 2 weeks to August the 18th, and it'll be at 8:30. And that's also with Judge Martin.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
if Your Honor would entertain an argument to reduce Mr. Cruzak's bond at this time?
Sure. Are you ready on that argument, Ms. Moore?
Yes, Your Honor, I am ready.
Go ahead, Ms. Quick.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Cruzak's bond is currently set at $50,000, 10% with a tether provision.
Correct.
He would be tethered to his home on Felrath Street in Taylor. He has lived there for 8 years. Both of his mother and his father are local. He is local, born and raised in the area. He attended Belleville High School. He was working at a car lot on Wayne Road in Westland prior to COVID. He's been unemployed since COVID, but he's not a flight risk. I know that he does have some history, but my understanding is that he has successfully completed probation previously. So in terms of Mr. Cruzak not appearing for court, I believe that there are plenty of indicators that suggest that he would.
Your Honor, in regards to bond, it's my understanding, and I just want to be clear that the tether would be possible only if he's able to post $5,000. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Well,
The way
given
it stands now, yes.
Okay, given the nature of the charges, Your Honor, and the defendant's prior felony conviction that does go back, I believe, several years. The most recent ones have been within the past 5 years, though, and the fact that the nature of the charges indicate that he did flee and elude with allegedly a stolen vehicle. I do believe he does pose a flight risk. However, I do not believe that he has any habeas history. People believe that bond is reasonable at this time.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll refer to pretrial services and they can do an assessment.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And they should have the report by the 18th. All right. Okay, Mr. Cruzak, we'll see you in 2 weeks, okay? And somebody's gonna come talk to you.
Okay.
All right. All right, thanks, officer. Ms. Moore, you still need some time on Bellinger?
Your Honor, I am waiting for the number to be sent over to me.
Oh, Mr.
I
You're
chatted it to
muted.
you. I chatted it to you. It should be in the chat.
Okay.
I can send it again if you need me to.
Oh, okay. No, I see it. Thank you so much. Your Honor, I am going to mute myself and turn my camera off for just one moment while I call this
Perfect.
individual.
Nope, you're all set. Thanks.
Thank you.
Evergreen TNC, what case are you here on? You have to unmute yourself.
Sorry. 213115, Aquinto.
What is it?
Aquinto. 213115. For 9 a.m.
You are not in the right, is it a landlord-tenant case?
Yes.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place. Hang on a second and let me see if I can't get you the login information. Hang on.
Okay, thank you.
It says my phone. Yeah.
Okay, on Evergreen TNC, did you dial in directly?
No, I just.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to our website,
Okay,
click on department,
okay,
and then click on civil, and then
Okay.
click on my resolve. And
Okay.
that'll get you there.
thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too, bye.
Ms. Moore, are you ready on Bellinger?
Your Honor, I'm not ready on Bellinger. I was
Okay.
not able to, get a hold of the complainant. I'm taking a
you're
look at the
home drunk.
electronic file right now.
What are you
home
doing?
drunk.
Yeah, Mr. Bellinger, just hang on, because what, Ms. Moore?
I just said I'm taking a look at the electronic file right now.
Okay, no problem. Mr. Bellinger, before I put you in a breakout with, I do see that there's a no contact. I take it that the Woodbury address that you lived there with your brother?
Well, I own half the house, part of the house too. And I say
Okay.
that, yes. Okay.
So you both own the house?
He do not own the house. The house is split between me. I have two brothers, ma'am. Me and him own. Me
Oh,
and him.
I remember. Wait. This is
Yeah.
your whole family. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. But there was another case. I see that Judge Martin did this case, but there was another case that you guys had.
No, you had a case. You had a case with my cousin. That his mother owned 50% of the house, and you dismissed his case with the same address, same name, same everything.
Yeah.
About a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the one with the cousin, the incident in the bathtub.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so this is with your brother now, as opposed to your cousin.
No, my case is with my brother. My cousin case is with my cousin case is with my brother.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Our cases were both with the same person against.
I
against
remember.
us.
Yeah. No, I'm putting it together now. Yes, I get it.
Okay.
And you haven't had, we have a no contact in place, and you haven't had contact.
I haven't talked to him. I ain't been home since they let me out the police station, man. From what I
Okay.
understand, when I sent some people over to get my clothes, I heard they changed the locks on the door and threw all my stuff away. So I don't know what's going on at the house.
Okay.
I can't even get my mail. I can't even get my mail out the house.
Let me now that I'm putting all of the situation together, just let her investigate it a little bit, and then we'll see what we can do. All right.
So how you been doing, Miss Green?
Pardon?
So how you been doing? I haven't seen you since I did that gym for you. I played gym in something for you.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I'm good. Just
Okay, I'm refresh your mind. I'm the one that came in. That I had, I think I had like $900 worth of fine to do, and I asked you, could I do community service? And I asked you, could I do it? I forgot what the guy's name was doing the community service there, and I asked you, could I do it with him?
yeah. No, I'm good. Just doing this stuff by Zoom and trying to get through it. So.
I know.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can't get some situation worked out. Miss Moore.
Well, be honest with you, ma'am. You're not. If he ain't answered the telephone by now, he get home drunk.
Miss Moore, and unfortunately, I'm familiar with this situation. I had a defendant with the same victim that I did a bench trial on. And now this is another victim with another defendant with the same victim out of the same circumstances. So it's a little bit concerning to me. All these people they had a grandparent that had passed away, and several of the grandchildren own the premises. It's a little bit conflicted. You didn't have any contact?
No, I was not able to have contact with the complainant. What I would ask judges, is there any way that we can set this for a final pretrial where the complainant would need to appear, and should he not appear at that? We'd be
Here's
looking-
the thing, here's my thing though, the complainant will appear. He'll appear and then we're gonna end up setting it for a trial. So, I mean, I'm sympathetic to this guy that he's out of his house and, you know, I already did one trial and the answer was, I'm concerned about keeping this guy out of a house that he partially owns. What, Mr. Bellinger, is your cousin that was on the other case, is he back in the house? Where is he?
I talked to him last night. He was supposed to call me this morning before I came to court, but because he worked midnight, he should be at home sleep right now. I probably after I get to talking to you, I'll probably call him, try to wake him up before he. But like I said, he the one. But since you dismissed his case, he went back to the house to give me some clothes. Because like I said, when I left the police station 2 months ago, only thing I have on is what I walked out of the police station with. I haven't been back to the house or nothing. He went over to give me some clothes and found out that the mine had changed the locks on the door. And when the mine finally let him in, he said the mine had threw all my clothes and stuff away.
You know what I'm saying, Ms. Moore? I don't want to do a final pretrial on this case.
Only to delay the defendant potentially going home.
What's that?
I said only to delay the defendant. being able to go home.
Exactly.
Okay. So Judge, I do hear what you're saying. In that case, I do not have the authority to outright dismiss this without.
Oh, no. I wasn't asking for that. I'm almost wondering, since we have a couple of things later, that we can't have Mr. Bellinger call back in later on this morning and see through the morning that for the moment that I would, my preference is for the moment to amend it to some kind of no assaultive contact. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of making it, do you understand where I'm going with this, Mr. Bellinger?
Yes, man. I just want to get home and get in my bed, get in change of clothes, and if I got any clothes still from what my family said, you know. And like I said, I'm a headline from being homeless. I'm paying for motel rooms. I got bills at the house I got to pay.
And I'm trying
like that, you know?
I understand that.
Yes, Judge,
But
if you give me just a few hours to try and continue to get a hold of this person, maybe Mr. Bellinger can log in later today, and hopefully we'll have some.
yeah, Mr. Bellinger, can you call? Can you call
okay, what
back?
time? What time? Okay. What time can I call back? Because I have to be at work at 2:00.
Call back in at 12:15.
12:15.
Yep.
Okay, at the same number, same time.
Yep, same place. I'll be here. All right,
Okay,
Ms.
at
Moore,
12:15.
hopefully that'll, because I want you to be able to talk to the victim and say that I'm considering lifting the no contact and making it a no assaultive behavior, and then we can set it for a final pre-trial. Then I don't care. But waiting, weeks or a month or whatever, and leaving him on the hook under these circumstances, I'm not really comfortable doing that.
I understand, Judge. Thank you for the extra time. Hopefully we can get this resolved.
Okay, all right,
Your
Mr.
Honor-
Bellinger, I'll see you at
12:15.
12:15. Yep.
12:15.
Your
Okay,
Honor,
thank
do you
you.
wish me
Yes.
to join that at 12:15?
Yeah, can you, Mr. Bowditch, can you join in at
Absolutely, Judge.
12:15? I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
can you tell me who my lawyer? Is my lawyer going to call me? Do I have a lawyer?
Mr. Bowditch is on here. Mr. Bowditch, do you want to do a breakout room with him right now?
Yes, Your Honor, this was originally Miss Greer's case, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Oh, yeah, and she has not checked in, she just had it for arraignment.
I'm fine with it, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Bellinger, in the meantime, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, I'm gonna put you in room number 2. And then
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll see you at 12:15
Thank you, Your Honor.
for him. Let him know. Okay? Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Wade. Your attorney is just joining us now. And we're waiting on the prosecutor in this case.
Good morning.
Mr. Sinclair,
Yes, ma'am. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Do
Pretty
you
good.
need a breakout room with your client or do you just want to wait for the prosecutor?
We're okay just waiting for the prosecutor.
Okay, as soon as I have it that it's prosecutor Tink, as soon as we get the prosecutor, I'll do the case then. Okay?
So one thing I can tell the court is that Prosecutor Tink is moving on from the prosecutor's office, and there will be a replacement, but I don't have any information as to who her replacement is.
Okay, well, worst case scenario, if we don't have it, do you have the discovery in this matter?
Yes, ma'am. I have paper and I have one video, and that was one of the things I needed to do today. Just confirm that that's all that's available.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait on whoever's joining. Does anybody know, Ms. Moore, you don't know who?
Actually, Your Honor, I believe I do. I have down here, Emily, Annal, Annal should be the new prosecutor unless I'm mistaken.
Okay, then we will look or wait for her. Mr. Scott, good morning. How are you? What case are you on?
Mine is a landlord-tenant.
You're in the wrong place.
Am
Oh,
I?
no, you're not. Actually, no, I have you set, it's at 11 o'clock. You're way early.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries. Check back in at 11.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good morning. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Okay.
Your Honor, I apologize. I have to go in with Judge Oakley for a quick case. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
All right. On the iPhone, what's your last name? Good morning. On the iPhone, what's your last name? Hey, Miss Moore,
Yes, Judge?
your victim, DeMont Bellinger, is logged on.
Great. Any chance I could be placed in a breakout room with him?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate it.
Mr. Bellinger,
Yes,
good morning. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the prosecutor, okay?
okay, sound good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
And Mr. Sinclair, Miss Annal is joining us. Good morning, Mr. Jadella.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge Green.
And Mr. Bellinger, you gotta hit join. Thanks. Good morning, Miss Annal. You're replacing Prosecutor Tink?
That's correct, Your Honor. Good morning.
Perfect.
And you did get my last name right.
Only because the other prosecutor said it and spelled it to me. What's your P number?
80553.
And I have Mr. Sinclair on and the defendant, Mr. Wade, People versus Robert Wade. My understanding from Mr. Sinclair is that he has the paper discovery in one video. Is that the extent of the discovery on this case?
Is the video here the kids talk, Mr. Sinclair?
Yes.
Yeah, then that would be the extent, Judge, to my knowledge.
Okay.
One more thought that came up since I talked to you judges. Miss Annal, do you have like a diary or notebook or something of that nature mentioned in the discovery? Do you have access to that, or could you get access to it through your RC?
I will ask my OIC. I do not have it in my possession. I will ask my OIC.
Okay, thank you.
So, Mr. Sinclair, what's your pleasure? What do you want to do?
I'm assuming exams are being set months out, so.
No, actually, they're not. They're not being set out months out. I'm quick on the draw. So no, if you ask for an exam, I could do it as long as the prosecutor is available. I could do it on August 24th at 11 o'clock.
Okay, since we don't have that grace period, it's a crazy time, of course. I would ask for another PC just to find out if that that additional discovery is available, and then
Okay.
proceed that way.
And because the prosecutor's new on it, I don't have an objection to that. Sannel, is that okay with you?
Absolutely, Judge. I'll follow up with my OIC this week to see about the diary.
And okay, now that I misplaced my adjourned dates, give me a second. Hang on.
Okay.
I seriously, Michelle, don't know what I did with it. Oh, it was in another file. All right. Okay, now I got it. So if we're doing an adjourned date, how much time you want? Just a week?
Judge, could I have 2 weeks just to see, in case he doesn't have it and needs to get it?
Oh, sure. Sure. Is that okay with you, Mr. Sinclair?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Wade, does that work for you? 2 weeks at 9 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am.
That puts us on,
So it'll be August the 18th at 9 a.m. And
That-
that's gonna be with Judge Martin.
so I have a super busy morning on the 18th. Can we get later in the day or maybe the day before, day after for the?
It's only on Wednesdays. I could go out if the prosecutor doesn't object, go out 3 weeks to August the 25th.
That's fine with me, Judge. Mr. Wade is
That would
out.
be better for me as far as scheduling is concerned.
That's fine. August the 25th, it'll be with Judge Oakley and it'll be at 9:15. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're all set. Mr. Wade, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And also, Mr. Wade, it looks like, did you do your pretrial on Monday?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. All right, you're all set for today then. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day. Mr.
You
Sinclair,
too.
I'll be in touch with you about the discovery you're referencing.
Sounds good. Thank you. The 25th at 9 o'clock, right?
9:15.
9:15. Got it. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody.
Mr. King, what are you here on today?
Lamondre Stiegel
Oh,
again?
9:30. I got it. Yep.
I think that might be my only one, Your Honor.
I think it is. Yeah.
Because
the other ones
looking
are-
at the other ones, they appear to
yeah,
be Maskillis's
narcotics and
matters.
stuff. Nope, that's the only one.
Okay.
Although I don't know, it just says NDS. I don't know who the prosecutor is.
Yeah, and I
so.
don't know who the defense is either, which probably
Or
means
the
discovery
defendant.
wasn't sent, which probably
Yeah, okay.
means we're waiting.
All right, just hang out. On the iPhone, Miss Bevier, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, how you doing?
Or Mr. Bevier, I apologize. Mr. Bevier, I have you checked in. All we're doing is waiting on your attorney. So if you, Miss Quick, are you on, Mr. Bevier?
Yes.
I forgot that. And then, we have the prosecutors in a breakout room with the victim. What, Miss Quick, what's the status on this? Do you know? Do you have discovery?
I have paper, but I would be requesting body worn camera footage.
Okay. Do you wanna, why don't we wait for a minute for Miss Moore? She should be back on. From the jail, do you guys have a defendant?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, we do. We have Devin Beach. He's a tether violator.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't have a file. Well, how did you get this?
I'll be Judge Oakley.
It is Oakley?
Yeah, that's the one that says jail.
Okay. Okay. Do you have Judge Oakley sign in? Do you have his sign in? I can give it to you.
Yes.
Your Honor, ma'am, we also have Jalal Safa. He's a warrant.
Yeah, I don't, did you send the paperwork over for an arraignment?
I believe James LaHoop did this morning, Your Honor.
Yeah, you have to check in with, yeah, downstairs. I don't, what's the last name?
Safa, S-A.
Michelle, will you call Andy and find out what, I don't even know who's doing arraignments. Spell it again. Safan,
S-A, F as in Frank, Adam, Henry.
Safah, Michelle. First name?
Jalala, J-A-L-A-L.
Jalal, Michelle. But I don't know if Andy pulled the file. Okay, they have it listed as a bench warrant arraignment today. Sign into Judge Oakley and ask him about it once you sign in there. Did you say you do have his sign in, or do you need me to give it to you?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
Perfect.
Yes,
all
we
right,
do.
thanks. Have a good day.
Okay, you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, because
No, we didn't tell them to do Oakley. They have two defendants. They have a bond, they have a tether violation with Oakley. Good morning, Mr. Kozak. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Or what case are you on? Are you on a criminal case, or do you have a, oh, I see your name at 10. I got you. Are you there? Is it Shante?
Yes.
Let me pull your file. Hang on just a second. Mr. Jadala. Oh, and I don't have Miss Moore back.
Yes, ma'am.
As soon as I get, yeah, I need the prosecutor for a plea offer. Miss Kozak, just hang on just a second until we get the prosecutor back. She's in a breakout room. Oh, she's coming back right now. Miss Moore, did you have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Bellinger?
I did have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Bellinger.
And I know that the defendant, Ernest Bellinger, is going to sign back in at 12:15. What did we come up with some kind of a solution on the contact?
Your Honor, I did explain to Mr. DeMonte Bellinger the nature of the situation, what we talked about this morning. He does object to him going home.
Get up and start asking questions, go downstairs.
Hang on just a second, Ms. Coolsat. Yeah, go ahead.
He is concerned for his safety should his brother return. I asked how many other people were still like living in the home to see if there would be other ways to make sure that there were other people there. He indicated that while other family members do have mail there and will stop by, him and his brother Ernest are actually the only individuals still living in that house. He is concerned for his safety. I explained to him what we discussed and said that ultimately you would make a determination and that we would talk through a potential safety plan if necessary.
Well, why don't you have him sign back on? Mr. Bellinger, because we have Mr. Bowditch at 12:15, we'll have the defendant at 12:15. Mr. Bellinger, sign back on at 12:15 and we'll do it then, okay?
I did let him know about the 12:15 time.
Yeah, yeah, because if we have everybody at 12:15, then we can do it then. Mr. Bellinger, Demont, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you sign back in at 12:15 and we'll have all the parties and then we'll deal with it then and maybe set it for a bench trial or whatever at that point too. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sound
All
good.
right, so be back here at 12:15, okay?
Okay, sound good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you then.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Judge.
Bye-bye.
All right, on Miss Quick's case, I have Nico Bevier, Miss Moore, Miss Quick is on that case also. Mr. Bevier is on here. She's asking about the body worn camera.
Your
Just
Honor,
paper discovery.
I did just maybe 10 minutes ago send Miss Quick both paper and digital discovery that I have. Sometimes evidence.com takes a little longer for larger videos to send, but it has been sent.
Okay, perfect. Miss Quick, what kind of an adjournment are you asking for?
We would just ask, well, I would ask to set this down on the 18th when I'll be appearing on these other cases, if that.
Okay, I'll make it the 18th at 9 o'clock. Mr. Bevier, you're gonna sign in to Judge Martin. And then your attorney will have all the discovery by then. She'll talk to you and then you can figure out how you're gonna proceed from there, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I'll
Thank
be
you.
back in touch with you, Mr. Bevier.
All right,
Judge,
perfect.
just letting the
All
court
right,
know I
thank
need
you.
to step away briefly. I'll be back.
Thanks, Mr.
Okay.
King. All right, Miss Quick, is that it for you today?
No, Your Honor, I do still have Lamondre Stegall.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Mr.
You
King
caught me
is
before I
on
left my
that.
desk.
What's that?
You caught me before I left my desk.
Well, except that we don't have Mr. Segal. So, have you talked to him, Miss Quick?
I have not had contact with Mr. Stegall.
Do you have the discovery?
I do not have discovery either.
Okay, so it's gonna be an adjournment, but well, why don't we wait for Mr. Stegall? Mr. King, if you got it's set at 9:15. It's set right now. Actually, why don't we pick a date, an adjourned date, then Mr. King, you can do whatever you're doing, and then when Mr. Stegall shows up, we can put her in a breakout room real quick so she can have a conversation and then let him go. Does that work, Ms. Quick?
That works, Your Honor.
Adjourned date, I take it you want the 18th.
That would be my preference, yes.
Yeah, Judge Martin's gonna kill me. All right. August the 18th at 9:15.
All right, for an adjourned PCC.
Yes. And then you're gonna get her the discovery.
I'm actually working on that right now. Miss Quick, I'll get you discovery.
Great, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Mr. King. And Ms. Quick, if you want to hang out, we'll wait for Mr. Segal and I'll put you in a breakout room with
All right,
him.
Your Honor, I believe that's everything for me
Then you're
this
good.
morning.
Yeah, you're
All right,
you're
if
set.
something pops up and you need me, the court knows how to reach me. Have a great morning,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Mr.
Thanks.
King. Mr. Bevier, you're all set, okay?
Oh, okay,
There,
okay,
now
I'm
he's
good.
gone. You're all set.
All right.
Thanks. Yep,
Thank
we'll see you in a
Have
couple
a good
weeks.
one.
And then Miss Moore, I have Shante Kozak on, who is a misdemeanor driving unsuspended. Is there an offer on that?
Just give me one moment. Is she represented by anyone?
She is now. She has Mr. Jadala.
Okay, is Mr. Jadala on?
Yes, he is.
Okay, may I speak with him in a breakout room just briefly?
Yes. He has not talked to her yet, though.
Oh, okay. So it's my understanding.
Your
this
Honor,
is
I'll talk with the prosecutor first, then talk with her and see if we can-
Okay, that's fine. Miss Moore, if you can rejoin breakout room number 2 and I'll send Mr. Jadala there.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thanks. Mr. Jadala, did you want a breakout room now with Ms. Kozak?
Please.
Ms. Kozak, I'm gonna put you in breakout room number 2, and Mr. Jadala, if you can just rejoin that. Mr. Jadala, are you ready on Ms. Kozak's case? Was that yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
People versus Shante Kozak. Am I pronouncing your last name right?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Jadala, you had a chance to speak to her and the prosecutor. What are we doing?
Respect for Your Honor, Sam Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Ms. Kozak for purposes of arraignment would waive formal reading and stand mute. At this time, Ms. Kozak would be pleading guilty to 1 count of no ops. The driving while license suspended matter is being dismissed, Your Honor.
Is that your understanding, ma'am?
Yes.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes.
And is it true that on or about November the 7th of 2019, you were driving and you didn't have a valid driver's license in your possession?
Yes.
I'll have a total, I know there's some late fees, but I'll do a total out of $345 and I'll back out the late fees on top of that. Do you need a payment plan for that?
Yes.
$50 a month?
Yes, that's fine.
And I have a phone number for you of 313-654-3438.
Yes, that's
Do
correct.
you have an email?
Yes.
What is it?
KUL, C as in cat, Z as in zebra, Y as in yellow, K as in kite, SEANTAE91@gmail.com.
Perfect. We will send you a $50 a month payment plan. I have that you already paid your FAC, so I think your license is clear. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Then you're all set with us. Just make the payments.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
We have Destiny McDonald joining us. Do you have an offer on Miss McDonald's case or, I think, let me see, let me pull the file. Destiny McDonald? Miss McDonald, can you hear me? You got to unmute yourself. Try it again. Unmute yourself, lower left-ish. There's a little red cross. Just touch it. There, can you go ahead and talk? Can you? There's a possibility that maybe. Yeah, can you hear me? Miss McDonald, shake your head yes if you could hear me. If you can hear me, I can't hear you. It may be a volume issue. You may have to turn the volume. Yeah, got it. Okay. Is there an offer?
Okay,
Ms. Moore?
sorry about that.
No worries. Ms. Moore, is there an offer on Miss McDonald's case?
Your Honor, I'm taking a look at it right now. I just want to be clear, are these two different cases or?
No, it's
these-
one ticket, two
Okay.
charges. It's a fail to yield and the driving without a license.
Yes, Your Honor. Is she represented by anyone?
She's gonna be. Mr. Jadala's listening.
Okay, Mr. Jadala. Mr. Jadala, if there is a proof of a license, we will dismiss that. And then we can plead down failure to yield, or if there is no proof of a license, then we will dismiss we will dismiss driving without a license completely, but she'd have to plead straight to failure to yield.
And actually, I have the driving record in front of me from last week, and there's not a valid license. I'm not sure, Mr. Jadala, I'm not sure. Ms. McDonald, did you want to say something?
Yes, please, if that's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so like I was on like the day that the incident happened. My sister normally drives me to work, and unforeseen circumstances, she was completely unable to drive me to work. Now I've been on probationary period, and the Secretary of State told me, like, if you don't get in any trouble, I will be able to go and get my license. Now I have been trying because the probationary period was up. So I've been, like, when I went the last time, they said I just had one more month to wait because I haven't been operating a car in a year. So I've been really trying really hard.
I can verify that all of the things are like from 2019. Did you ever have a driver's license?
No, and no, I didn't. So
Yeah,
like they said, I can't
you're-
operate a car.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at, how old are you?
I'm 23. I'm an IT hardware engineer here at Greektown Casino. So it's like I really can't miss work. And that day,
No,
like
no,
my
no.
sister, she really.
Yeah, I understand what your situation is. I will tell you that she had some violations that go back to like 2015. She never had a valid driver's license. They extended and, you know what I mean, and suspended and didn't let her get a license. And I can tell from the driving record, I can tell from the driving record that this incident happened, but before this, there was no, that she had waited more than a year. There was a determination in March of 2020 that they wouldn't let her get a license. And then it says, and that they had reviewed it, but she has not had anything on here since 2019, just saying.
And I went to the Secretary of State. I want to say back here in June. It was before that this incident happened. And they told me I had to wait until July 17th. And that's when it will be lifted. So I've been going and they just keep extending it, like, okay, it's not this month, it's the next month.
I do see that she's accurate. It's been extended multiple times.
Has it been extended?
And I don't know.
Hold on one second. Has it been extended for reasons due to COVID, or has it been extended for violations?
They reviewed her in 2018 and just denied her because of the prior record. And then they reviewed her in 2020 and said that she had to wait a year from there. But there isn't anything pending in between those two incidents.
Okay. One more question. Hold on, Ms. McDonald. This failure to yield, was it for like an emergency vehicle, or was it just a standard failure to yield?
It's a standard failure to yield. It says fail to yield oncoming traffic.
Okay.
And there was not an accident though.
I understood, Judge. Thank you so much. Okay, Miss McDonald, I'm sending Mr. Jadala an offer. We're gonna see if, we can put you in a good position so that you can get your license reinstated, okay?
Mr. Jadala, I'm gonna put you in
Yes.
a breakout room. Can you rejoin breakout room number 2 and I'll send Miss McDonald there.
Thank you, Judge.
Miss McDonald, go ahead and hit join and your attorney will meet you in the breakout room. Mr. Starr, good morning. What case, can you hear me? You gotta unmute. Mr. Starr, we're waiting on your attorney, Mr. Sarnecki. Is that correct? You're muted, but we're waiting on your attorney. You gotta, yep, now you got it.
Yes,
We're just waiting on your attorney. As soon as your attorney gets in the room, we'll do it, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
It's a little bit early. It's set at 9:45, so you're a few minutes early, but you're good. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bowditch, for you, the victim showed up on Bellinger, and so he's gonna come back at 12:15, so we'll deal with the Bellinger case at 12:15 with the victim also, okay? All right, good. All right, everybody hang out for a few till we get somebody.
Judge, are you still there?
Mr. Bowditch, were you on the McDonald case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm gonna stick you in the breakout room then. I just sent Mr. Jadala there. Go ahead and talk to, Sam has the offer. Mr. Love Taylor, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning. Is your attorney Mr. Batar?
I'm not sure.
Ms. Moore, do you have Mr. Love Taylor's file?
Your Honor, I do not have Mr. Love Taylor's file. However, I am in contact with the officer in charge right now. I believe this was a reissued case from what I'm able to understand.
That could be, except that it says that according to my notes that this is set today. I don't know. I see it was set for a final pretrial victim to appear.
So I heard a remote pretrial. I did reach out to the complainant contacts that we have on it would have I think it was yesterday morning before sometime before noon.
I think we're gonna have to wait for Mr. Batar. I'm not quite sure how it got set. I see that it's been in front of Judge Oakley a bunch of times and he was entertaining a motion to dismiss. But I don't even see how it got set today. Let me wait for Mr. Batar and we'll proceed from there.
Okay, thank you.
So Mr. Love Taylor, just hang out until we get your attorney, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. All right, Mr. Jadala, are you ready on, or Mr. Bowditch, somebody ready on Destiny McDonald?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize. I was with Judge Oakley only momentarily. Your Honor,
Yeah, no. It's, and let me get her back.
I believe we have a resolution, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to close it out so that we get her back. There she is. People versus Destiny McDonald. Mr. Bowditch, what's our resolution?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Ms. McDonald. Your Honor, at the pretrial today, Ms. McDonald would be pleading guilty to an added count of impeding traffic with the understanding 2 of the original charges would be dismissed. All the original charges.
And that's a $200 ticket. Can you pay that within 30 days, Ms. McDonald?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're all set. Pay within 30 days, okay? And you can pay it online, you can mail it in, or you can come pay it live at the court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And good luck at getting your driver's license.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. I don't think I have
You
anything
too.
else scheduled 12:15.
Okay, good. I'll see you then.
All right,
You're all
thank you,
set,
Judge.
Ms. McDonald. Mr. Love Taylor, I just talked to Mr. Batari. He told me that Ms. Belcher dealt with you at the arraignment and that she's going to be appearing today. Ms. Moore, for your information, my understanding is that the Love Taylor case was a felony. Judge Oakley dismissed the felonies. The domestic is the only thing that's still standing. And that's what's set for this morning. And Ms. Belcher is going to be representing him. So Mr. Love Taylor will hang out. I'll reach out to Ms. Belcher if she doesn't jump on in a couple minutes. Good morning, Ms. Young. How are you? I know
Good
you're
morning.
on Tyreek Kirk. He has not appeared. Have you had contact with him?
I have. We spoke yesterday, and I just texted him the link so that he can access the courtroom, just in case he was having issues there. But yeah, I spoke with him just yesterday.
Okay, perfect. Ms. Moore, on Ms. Young's case on Tyreek Kirk, do you have all the discovery, Ms. Young?
Your Honor, it's
I
my
do.
understanding that, yeah, all paper and digital was sent over, I think a few weeks ago.
This wasn't someone that we were looking at for sobriety court, was it, Ms. Young?
Yeah, he was. And I spoke with Mr. Bresnahan, and he stated that Mr. Kirk is not eligible for sobriety court.
Okay, because I was just curious because his name has not come up in my meetings. And so I'm like, okay, wait a second. I just want to make sure that we didn't drop the ball on this.
Nope, you didn't. Thank you, though.
Yeah. When Mr. Kirk gets on, what are we gonna do?
I think at this point, just set it for a preliminary examination. There's some issues. So yeah, we're gonna set it for an exam.
Okay, not a worry. Well, we'll wait for him if you want, but I can go ahead. I can set it on September the 8th at noon. Does that work for both parties?
Works for the people, Judge.
Detective Carmona, I see you're on here. Is that good for?
Your Honor,
yeah.
It's not, I'm sorry, it's not good for me. I have two
You know,
exams.
I have another case that I had with you that we moved around. Aren't you? Hang on a second. I thought maybe it wasn't you. No, it was Mr. Mott Grady. Never mind.
Okay.
I was thinking it was you. So you can't do it at all on the 8th?
Not unless it was a little bit later in the afternoon. And even then, I'm in a couple judges in 36th District Court who don't always call things. I mean,
hang on just a second. Hang on.
Mhm.
What about the following Wednesday, Miss Young, on the 15th?
Yes, that is good.
Mr. Detective, is the 15th good for the police department and Miss Moore for the people at 11:30?
I believe that works for the people, Judge.
All set.
What was the time again? I'm sorry.
11:30.
Thank you, Judge.
And will that be in front of your honor?
It is.
Great.
No, it's live. All right, and we'll go ahead and wait for Mr. Kirk to join us, Miss Young, but I'll take your word as an officer of the court that you had contact with him, and if for some reason he has a problem, you could even go ahead and if you want, put him on speaker if you want to call him.
Sure. Let me see if I can do that right now.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Is that the only one you had, Detective?
That's correct. I have a motion later on, but I don't think I'll just talk to the prosecutor.
Okay, all right, perfect. Mr. Duncan, what are you here on?
Judge, I have George Toma.
Is Mr. Toma with you?
No, Judge, I don't know where he is yet. He's
Okay.
usually here, but he's not. So,
That's fine. All right, as soon as he gets on, we'll do it.
okay. Thank you, Judge.
Mm-hmm. We're waiting on Miss Belcher for Mr. Love Taylor. Let me reach out, see if we can't get her on. Oh, it's just 9:45 now. Everybody hang out for a minute. Miss Belcher just messaged and said she'd be on in just a minute.
Your Honor, while we're waiting, may I have a breakout room with Mr. Duncan?
Yes, hang on just a second. Mr.
Thank you.
Duncan, are you there?
Yes, Judge. Judge, I don't know where Mr. Toma is. He's always here. I'm sure something is going on, but could we adjourn it?
Well, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Miss Moore first.
Okay, thank you,
And
Judge.
so, Miss Moore, if you rejoin number 2, I'll send him there.
Hello?
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Hussein. What time is your case at?
This is actually my brother's account. I do not know how to get into
Okay,
my
what's your last name?
Aljahim, ALJAHM.
Abdullah?
Yeah.
Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna pull your file, and when the prosecutor gets back on, I'll do your case. Hang on just a couple of minutes. Go ahead and mute yourself for a minute.
All right, let me figure that out.
Mr. Duncan, why don't you try to call Mr. Toma and see if you can't put him on speaker?
I did, Judge. I can't get a hold of him, but I'm going to get him here one way. I talked to prosecutor. She made an offer that I want to take advantage of. So I'm going to keep working and get him here at some point in time. Can I leave and join back in when I'm successful?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right,
Have a
we'll
good
get a
morning.
hold of you if he shows up before.
All right.
Miss Moore, on People versus Abdullah Al-Jam. Do you have an offer on that case? Mr. Jadala, I'm gonna put you on this, maybe.
Your Honor, without speaking, I need one piece of information before I can provide an offer.
Okay, what's the piece of information that you need?
I would like to know if he does in fact have a license.
He's valid, yes.
Oh, so it is? Okay, then the
Yep.
people are prepared to dismiss if he has a license.
Well, then I don't need you, Mr. Jadala. Mr. Al-Jam, did you hear that? The prosecutor's gonna dismiss this case, okay?
Okay, thank you guys.
All right, you're all set. Have a good day.
You guys have a good one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Saleh, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have, I'm trying to figure out, hang on, you know what? I don't know who your attorney is. Miss Young, you're not on this, are you? And I think that we have Miss Quick. I don't think either one of you. Do you guys know who's assigned to Mr. Saleh's case?
Check, Your Honor.
Thank you. These are misdemeanors and felonies together. So that's good.
Your Honor, I believe it's Mr. O. I can give him a call real fast and see if he's available.
Okay, thanks.
I retained a lawyer, Your Honor.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Hold on a second, Miss Quick. Who did you retain?
His name is Neil. Last name is. Can I leave this meeting for 1 second? It's on my email.
Sure, absolutely. My guess is he retained Neil Rackhind. But
Yep.
we'll,
Yep.
yeah, I was gonna say that and figured maybe I was wrong. So, all right, as soon as Mr. Rackheim gets on, you gave him today's date?
Yes. Yep.
I imagine he'll be on in just a minute then.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And then, I know that, Ms. Quick, it's been a minute on, you're on Stegall, right?
Correct.
And didn't we just adjourn that?
We did.
I'm gonna pull the file. And you've had, I'm correct, you've had contact?
I have not spoken with Mr. Stegall, but we did just receive the case. So if the court would refrain from a KPS at this point, I will do my best to get in contact with him before.
And yeah,
our
because
next
he owes us a payment plan too. I'll tell you, reach out to us. I'm gonna hold it for 72 hours. I'll hold it for more than 48. I'll hold it till Friday.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can reach out to my secretary or then we can reset it.
Great, thank you.
All right, you're all set. And if he shows back up though, we'll why don't you send me in the chat your email or phone number?
Or I'll give you both all my contact info.
Perfect. Because I don't think I have yours. I'm gonna look though right now. I actually do have your phone number. So I'm good.
I'll send my email too, just in case.
Okay, perfect. I'll add it in and we'll hold this until Friday.
All right, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then Miss Young, you're waiting on Tyreek Kirk. Do I have you, Miss Young? Miss Belcher, good morning.
Morning, Your Honor. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I have that you're on Charles Love Taylor and Mr. Taylor is on here. My understanding is that Judge Oakley dismissed the felonies on this case and that it's moving forward on the domestic. Is that correct?
That is correct. He was originally assigned to Dan Batar. I actually did the arraignment. There was a period of time where I guess he did not show. So I offered to stand in for Dan today, given that I also had a 10 o'clock in front of Your Honor and I handled the arraignment. So I was slightly familiar with Mr. Love Taylor.
So what are we doing with this pretrial today?
I was actually just sending some chats to Miss Moore. I don't know if Your Honor could throw me in a breakout room with her. That would be great. And I can also.
Yep. That's completely fine. Oh, but you know what? Let me do, only because I have Mr. Rackheim on here right now. So let me do Mr. Soleil's case real quick. Mr. Rackheim, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
Good morning.
Good morning. How
I
are you?
have Rafiq Saleh who said that he has retained you. We'll put it into our system that you're on this. If you could send us an appearance, that would be great. For purposes, he has not been arraigned on this case. Do you waive formal reading for purposes of arraignment?
Your Honor, we do, and we would ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
I'll do that. And then I know that you're just on this case now. Ms. Moore, do you have Mr. Rackheim's contact information to send him the discovery in this matter?
Yes, Judge. About 2 minutes ago, I sent over the paper discovery. I also requested a digital discovery from the trooper yesterday. I have not received that back yet.
So, Mr. Rackine, what
Did you
kind of an
get our-
adjournment
Did
are
you
we
get our
looking at?
substitution of counsel, Your Honor? I hope the court did. We filed a substitution with the,
It may be downstairs. Michelle's on here. She'll make sure your name's in the system.
I would seek a 21-day waiver of the preliminary examination, and I would seek an adjournment of the PCC of approximately 3 to 4 weeks.
Either the 25th or September 1st.
Can I check my calendar, Your Honor, if you don't mind?
Yep, absolutely.
Why don't we aim for the 1st? I may be in a trial that day, but I have able counsel in my office that could stand in for the PCC, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll do it September the 1st at 8:45, and that's with Judge Oakley. And I'll release Mr. Slay for purposes of arraignment on a $10,000 personal bond.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, Ms. Moore, on this case?
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay, all right, Mr. Rackine, thank you. And do I have you on another case today?
At 12:15, I think.
Yeah, on Bailey. Is that
Bailey,
correct?
12:15, correct.
Is that going?
It's going. I know it's Ms. Moore handling that case as well.
She is.
So if you have time and you want to chat about that before 12:15, give me a call. I can give you my cell. Or I can
Do you want me to put you guys in a breakout room right now?
if it's convenient for her, sure.
Mr. Saleh, you got the note, you're good?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. And then Ms. Moore, I'll stick you in a breakout room with Mr. Rockheim.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much.
Ms. Moore, if you can rejoin breakout room number 2, and I'll stick Mr. Rockheim there. Good morning, Mr. O. How are you?
Morning, Judge.
I have that you're on, you were on Soleil. He retained Mr. Rockheim, who I just put in a breakout room with the prosecutor.
That's correct, Judge. We communicated yesterday and I signed my name to the stipulation to substitute.
Okay. All right, perfect. Then you're all set. Well, thanks for appearing anyway.
I believe I also have Mr. Curtis Smith.
Okay. Yep, I have the file. Mr. Smith's not on yet, so just hang out for a few minutes. On the Galaxy A52 5G, what's your last name?
Flores
Flores?
Garcia.
All right, Mr. Flores, hang on just a second
Okay.
and I'll pull your file. Miss Young, are you there? Miss Young? Mr. Starr, we just reached out to your attorney. He's gonna jump on. He had a calendar mix up, and so we called him.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Miss Young, can you hear me?
Your Honor, yes, hi, I'm sorry, I have another.
Oh, no,
case.
no worries. I was just gonna let you go. I know that you've talked to Mr. Kirk, you have contact with them, and you're gonna give him the notice of the September 15th at 11:30. I'm satisfied with that.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. If there's some problem, reach out and let us know. Otherwise, I'll see you before that.
Sounds good.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Bye. Yep.
Bye.
And then Mr. Jadala, I'm gonna maybe have you talk to Mr. Flores as soon as I get the prosecutor back. Good morning, Ms. Medina. This is Judge Green. As soon as we get the prosecutor back, I'll deal with your case, okay? So just hang out for a few minutes. Good morning, Mr. Czarnecki. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry about the,
Oh, don't worry about it. Do you need a break? We're waiting on the prosecutor. She's in a breakout room with another defense attorney. Do you
Okay.
need a breakout with your client, or are you all set?
we're all set if we're just proceeding with the arraignment today.
Well, we're the arraignment and the PCC. It's up for an arraignment and a PCC.
Okay. I would just need to talk to the prosecutor.
Okay, yep, I'm waiting for her to jump back on. Give me just a couple minutes.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss Moore, are you there?
Yes, Judge?
Okay, we've got a couple that are waiting in line for you. The first one I have, I'm gonna do the felony. Mr. Czarnecki is representing Aubrey Starr McBride. For purposes of arraignment, Mr. Czarnecki, you waive the formal reading and stand mute.
Yes, and we ask that a not guilty plea be entered on behalf of Mr. Starr McBride.
And then, Ms. Moore, do you have his contact information to send him the discovery?
Your Honor, I do not. I was able to locate the file in this case, but I need to upload that and send it to defense counsel.
It's an 08 case, so it's incredibly old.
Yes.
And so, what kind of an adjournment am I looking at?
So, Your Honor, I do have the file now in my presence. I was able to, actually, I can't even take credit. Someone in our office was able to locate it. So I can send that to defense counsel this afternoon, the paper discovery. I'm not sure if there's any digital discovery given the age of the case.
Do you want me to go out 2 or 3 weeks, Mr. Sarnecki?
Yes, Your Honor, please. That would be great, just so we could get the discovery. And,
Either the 18th or the 25th?
the Wednesday, August 25th would be good.
All right, Wednesday, the 25th at 9:15, and that'll be with Judge Oakley. Mr. Star McBride, do you understand that your attorney's gonna get the discovery and you're gonna appear in 3 weeks in Judge Oakley's courtroom, okay?
I understand.
All right, and Mr. Sarnecki will be in contact with you, all right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor. And then
Perfect.
Aubrey, just give me a call.
All right,
Okay.
perfect. And for today's purposes, you're all set.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
People versus Lamond Dre Segal. Ms. Quick, Mr. Segal's on here now. I had said I would hold it. We've got him here. Do you want me to put you in a breakout room with him?
Yes, please.
And before we do the adjournment, which is going to go to August the 18th at 9:15. So once you get him, you guys can both leave, okay? Mr.
Okay,
Segal,
thank
can
you.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney. All you gotta do is hit join.
Okay.
And then she'll tell you that we're adjourning it to August the 18th.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Mr. Rockheim, you're all set, right?
I'm not sure. I've been talking to Ms. Moore. We wanted to look into something, which I just did,
Yeah,
and
what was your client's name?
Bailey.
Yeah, oh, the Bailey. You're talking about the other one. Yeah, what are we doing with Bailey?
Your Honor, today is the date and time set, well, almost the time set for a preliminary exam. I did receive some new information from the defense attorney, which may lead to an offer in this case. I just chatted him my email. If he can send me proof of that, I will reach out to my supervisor to get confirmation, okay?
Okay, so are we gonna try to do that in the next hour before 11:30? Or are we trying to adjourn this?
If I can get an answer that quickly, I would be happy to do it ahead of time, but I'm not sure of Mr. Rockhine's schedule or the defendant's schedule. Since this isn't up until 12:15.
Oh, yeah, 12:15. Do you want to, what do you want to do, Mr. Rockheim? Do you want to try to, you have his contact information?
I do, and what I was going to do is I was going to email Ms. Moore. I guess if maybe we can check back in with the court by 11:30. That's in an hour, and if we don't have an answer, then we can tell the court if we need to adjourn it. I just don't want to put Mr. Bailey in a worse spot. If there's a potential this case could be worked out to his advantage.
No, absolutely. Yeah, okay, well, see if you can't work it out within the next whatever, and we'll play it by ear then. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
All right, you're all set.
Thank you.
Miss Belcher on Mr. Charles Love Taylor, do you need Miss Moore?
Yes, Judge, I was waiting for a breakout room with her.
Okay, that's what I thought. In the meantime, though, also, Miss Moore, I have Miguel Flores Garcia. Do you have an offer on that case?
Your Honor, I think she's back in the breakout room, or she's gone.
No, she went back in the breakout room. I'll send you there.
Do I need to come back at every
On
time?
the Galaxy A02, what's your last name?
Harris?
Your last name is Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I don't have you checked in. Hang on just a second. Is it Demand?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Belcher's in a breakout room. You gotta hang on a few minutes and I'll pull your file.
Okay.
Chief Robinson, what are you doing here?
Hi, Your Honor. I'm here for a hearing that's dealing with Haley Medina.
I have Miss Medina on and we're waiting for the prosecutor. So just hang out and then the prosecutor's in a breakout room with one of the defense attorneys.
Thank
So
you,
hold
Your
on a
Honor.
few minutes.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Christopher Austin, what case are you on? Mr. Austin, can you hear me?
Judge Green?
Yes, Mr. O.
I'm already on 2 devices and I'm being hailed into a different courtroom in Third Circuit. May I?
Well, I will tell you what this case was set at 10 o'clock. I'll tell you if you send me a chat on with your cell, I can text you if he shows up. Otherwise, I'll hold it for 48 hours before we bench warrant him. Okay.
Okay, Judge. Very well.
All right. So, but send me in the chat your cell phone number, and then I'll reach out if he shows up.
And Judge, one last request. Would an adjourned PCC be possible? I know in most Romulus cases, if the number we have on file is an inactive number, our clients typically show up to the first court appearance. In the event that they don't, my follow-up step is to have our investigator try to do a house visit or run a TLO search.
Well, in that case, I'll hold it for 7 days. And
Okay,
then,
Judge.
because if you guys locate it, that's what I've done for a lot of your colleagues, is hold it for 7 days. Then if you can't make contact, then we'll reset it.
Very well, Judge.
So
Thank you.
that's what I'll just make a notation. And then if you send me in the chat, your number, then if he shows up today, but otherwise we'll hold it for a week till next Wednesday. Okay? And then I'll let you know if we hear from him. Ms. Belcher.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready on Love Taylor.
What's that?
I said I'm ready on Love Taylor. I don't know if you want to wait for Miss Moore to come back.
I don't really need to unless do I need her?
I don't think so. I mean, it's just going to be setting it for a final.
Okay, People versus Charles Love Taylor. We're setting it for a final pretrial.
Yes, Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Love Taylor. Mr. Love Taylor, can you state your name, please?
Charles Love Taylor.
Your Honor, it's my understanding in speaking with the prosecutor that they're having some difficulty locating and getting in contact with the complainant. So this may be a case that they're going to be unable to proceed on. So we're asking for a final.
Is September the 1st at 9:30 with Judge Oakley work?
It's going to be with Dan Batar, Your Honor. So I'll give that date to him.
Okay, do you understand, Mr. Love Taylor, that if on the next date, if the victim doesn't appear, then the case will be dismissed? Is that you understand that Ms. Belcher's explained that to you?
Yes.
Okay, and so either her or I don't know why Miss Moore didn't come back.
Your Honor, I know that she did get a phone call, so she might be.
Okay. Miss Moore, I'm setting that matter on Love Taylor for September the 1st at 9:30 with the OIC to subpoena the victim to appear.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
September
All right.
1st? Yes.
September 1st, it's with Judge Oakley.
Great, thank you.
All right, and then Ms. Belcher, what other case are you on?
Your Honor, I have Damon Harris. I believe he was set at 10 o'clock. I think he's on the gallop.
He's on here. Mr. Damon Harris is on here. People versus Damon Harris. Is there an offer, Ms. Moore, on Mr. Harris's case?
Your Honor, there is no offer at this moment. Defense counsel just indicated to me that she has not received any discovery on this.
That's correct, Your Honor. We did request an adjournment when this case was last in front of Judge Martin. My client's claiming that the individual involved in this case was not him. So there's an identity issue that we would like to view the discovery and check to see. I have had similar cases like this, and actually it was somebody using a false name. So I don't know if that's the case for Mr. Harris.
I'm not really sure what kind of discovery you're looking for. It's a ticket.
If they had
misdemeanor ticket, I doubt that there's any police report. I doubt it's a ticket for a no ops. They're not, I mean, I would be shocked if there was a police report.
And Your Honor, I guess what I'm looking for is if there's any digital discovery. I have had a similar situation. It was a no ops out of Romulus, and they actually had body cams on. So it was just trying to explore to see if there was any footage.
Sure. I mean, I can do that, but it's Michigan State Police. I highly doubt that there's any footage.
And they're extremely unresponsive, Your Honor, anytime I try to make contact with discovery orders.
Your Honor, in regards to discovery, I do not have any paper discovery in this case. I believe you are correct.
Ms. Belcher, in my opinion, and I'll do whatever you want me to, but in my opinion, I think that the best way to proceed in this case is to set it for a bench trial on September the 8th.
Your Honor, I'm happy to set it for a bench trial. The only issue is I'm out of town the week of the 8th. I do have a bench trial with Your Honor, I believe, on another date in September, if we could set it for that date. It's on the 15th.
No, I know it is. I know it is. We could do it on the 15th.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I talked to the guy that actually used my name. His name is Jonathan Parker. And me and him had a discussion because he had told me that he was trying to prevent from going to jail because he didn't have no driver's license. And he had used my name.
Well, you can have him. Are we going to do this by Zoom, Ms. Belcher?
Your Honor, that's fine. I think this can be easily resolved. Mr. Harris, when we're done off of court, that's information that I need, sir, so I can have that person come to court and maybe resolve this with Ms. Moore prior to that date.
Okay, I'll reach back out to him because when he told me, I was kind of like, excuse me, I was kind of like pissed off because he
No,
used my name.
I understand, Mr. Harris, but you're not going to want to talk about it on the record with the judge. So just please wait and speak with me on the phone when we're done, okay?
I'm gonna set it for a bench trial September the 15th at 1:30, Ms. Moore. And then Ms. Belcher may reach out in the meantime.
Thank
I
you,
will
Your
talk
Honor.
to the
By
trooper.
Zoom.
Thank you.
Okay, yep, and then Mr. Harris, Ms. Belcher will be in contact with you. And you're all set. Ms. Moore on People versus Haley Medina. I have Ms. Medina on here. I have Chief Robinson on here. I'm gonna assign Mr. Jadala to this case. He's on here. Mr. Jadala, are you listening?
Your Honor, even if he is not, I do not believe that we need Mr. Jadala to be present today. People are requesting a dismissal, and I would like to place the reason why. On the record.
Okay, Mr. Jadala, never mind. Twice I did this, and it was, okay, go ahead, Ms. Moore.
Thank you. Elizabeth Moore, on behalf of the people, Your Honor, P84724. I have had the opportunity to speak to my supervisor in this case, as well as Chief Robinson out of Belleville, I believe. Ms. Medina is being pursued by a city in a local case that has been signed, that is going through. At this time, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office is moving to dismiss this case, considering the other charges and the fact that, from what I hear, Ms. Medina is complying with all of her program requirements and doing very well. So we wish her the best.
Is that correct, Ms. Medina?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, yeah, then I will, are you up to date on your payment plan? It looks like you owe us money. You need
Yes,
to.
ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am, I do. I had just a minor setback financially, but at the end of this week, I hope to make you guys a lump sum payment.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, because I have the bond on this file. I'll pay your other file off and return the bond after 10%, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so they'll return the bond after they close out the other file, all right?
Yes,
So you're
ma'am.
all set. Thank you, Chief Robinson, for showing up,
Thank you.
and have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
On People versus Miguel Flores Garcia, do you have an offer on that case?
One moment, Judge.
Mr. Farina, what case are you on?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm on Mr. Haidar.
Got it. Let me pull his file. Hang on just a second.
Your Honor, I do have an offer on Mr. Flores.
Go ahead. Mr. Jadala, are you listening?
Yes, Judge.
Got it. On Mr. Flores Garcia, go on.
It would be to dismiss count 1 and plead straight up to count 2, speeding 11 to 15.
And there is, Mr. Jadala, if he's interested in taking that, there is a bond on the file, so the bond would close it out.
1 second, Judge. Thank you.
Yep. Mr. Flores Garcia, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Jadala. And so all you're going to do is hit join. Mr. Jadala, if you rejoin breakout room number 2, and I'm going to have him meet you there. And then Ms. Moore, Mr. Farina is here on Masood Haidar, which is set for, if I think I'm corrected, it's set for a formal hearing at 10:45.
We still needed the video. We hadn't heard back from your office. I apologize if
Your Honor, I have no explanation on the video. This is the first that I am hearing about needing the video. I did email Trooper Glatfelter on Monday evening. I did not hear a response. Do we know if he has arrived today?
He has not, so let's just wait for him. So counsel, hang out and let's wait and see. If he doesn't come, then it's academic.
Very good, Judge.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
está ahí, que nada más para decir cuánto debo y todo.
Mr. Jadala, on People versus Miguel Flores Garcia.
Respect to your Honor, Stan Richard Dollar, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Flores Garcia. At this time, I've gone over the offer with Mr. Garcia, and he wishes to avail himself to the plea. He understands the rights he is waiving by pleading, Your Honor.
All right, I will accept a plea of responsible to the pleading. I'll assess the bond and close it out, and you're all done with us, sir. Okay, Mr. Flores Garcia, you're all set.
I got one question. Where does that say that I got bond?
There was yeah, you posted $170 bond, and that's the fine amount. So I applied that, and if you're all set and you don't owe any additional money.
No, because I send the money to pay one ticket.
Yeah, for the 170. That's right. And I applied that and closed it out. And the other case I dismissed.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all set.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, I know we're still waiting on the officer. And I've got some civil cases that I'm doing, so I'm pulling them in here. Mr. Mullen,
Yes, Your Honor.
good morning. I have Charles Scott on here.
Is he from the prosecutor's office?
Pardon?
Said you have, oh, you have William Scott. I am so sorry.
Oh, no, Charles Scott. Aren't you on behalf of Parkwood? No.
I'm here for William Richard Scott, which is an expungement of his record.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Never mind. I knew that. I have a Charles Scott also. That's a landlord-tenant case. Don't pay any
No, I
attention.
understand. It's odd that you.
Oh,
get
no.
two-
I got it. But I have a Charles Scott that's on here that's on a landlord-tenant. And then I have William Scott, which is is he with you?
He's right next to me.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to go ahead and call it. Miss Moore, are you notified on Mr. Mullen's case?
I'm sorry, Judge. This is Mr. Mullen.
Yeah, it's an expungement case that they've supplied all the documentation on.
Understood, Judge.
Mr. Mullen, I've received all of the paperwork. And although I have your order. Do you want me to, I saw that you sent it to me last night. Do you want me to, I'm gonna grant your motion. Do you want me to just sign that order, or I'll have my secretary figure it out and email it to you?
That would be awesome, Your Honor. And I'm really happy for Mr. Scott moving forward. And he's doing all the right things going forward, Your Honor. Be a good citizen, and this just help cleaning up that record.
Perfect. Yep, we've got all the documentation. We may have figure it out on how to get you the signed order, but we'll do it, and then you'll be all set. All right?
Excellent. Thank you.
Michelle, are you raising your hand? What do you want? Oh, I thought there was a little hand that went up. Yeah. Oh, she'll reach out if she needs something, okay?
Great. Your Honor,
All right,
good to
thanks.
see you, and nice to
You
be back
too.
in the courtroom, even virtually. Thank you.
Yep, you too. All right, thanks, Mr. Mullen.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Mr. Robinson, what case are you here on? Mr. Robinson, are you on Evergreen?
Oh, sorry about that. Oh,
Yeah, I have somebody from Evergreen, Town and Country. We're just waiting on the defendant.
Hey, Judge.
Yeah.
The defendant Sharon on that case called and said that she was going to be about 10 minutes late. She had to go to her brother's house or something
Okay.
to get on
On
Zoom.
the page on the Aaliyah Gibson, that was dismissed, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll make a notation that it's dismissed. And so we only have the one Parkwood, which Mr. Scott's on here, and then John Machashek, which is Mr. Robinson's case.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, so just hang out for a few minutes.
wait, Judge.
And Mr. Farina, in 10 minutes, if the officer doesn't show, I'll entertain a motion to dismiss.
Your Honor, could I get a brief breakout room with Ms. Moore?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Jadala.
Thank you.
Actually, you're both already in breakout room number 2. Why don't you just both hit join or rejoin? Mr. Austin, your attorney's jumping on right now, so, Mr. Nunley. Oh, maybe he's not. I know he is. Oh, I guess I didn't admit him. Mr. Nunley, good morning. I know this matter is set for a motion. Do you need to talk to Mr. Austin at all?
I'm sorry, Judge, were you talking to me? My audio didn't connect right away.
I am. Mr. Austin is on. Do you need to talk to him at all, or are we just doing the motion?
We're doing the motion.
Okay, we're waiting though for Mr. Batar and his client, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna shoot him a text. I got scheduled for another 11:30 motion in family courts. I'm gonna see if Dan will jump on real quick.
Yeah, I have Mr. Davis isn't on yet, but it's, Ms. Moore, are you ready on that motion? You're muted.
Sorry about that, Judge. This is the Christopher Austin motion. Is that correct?
Correct. Austin and Davis, technically.
Oh, okay. May I have a quick opportunity to speak to Mr. Nunley if he's here?
Sure, he is here and I will. If you rejoin number 2, I'll send Mr. Nunley there. And Mr. Austin, just hang out. Right when she gets back, Mr. Farina, I'll dismiss your case. Mr. Scott, on your Parkwood Manor case, have you had contact with them?
I've been working with SFVF, the veterans organization that's been helping me with this. Yeah, they've been in touch with them. The check has been cut to pay them.
Okay.
The reason that we ended up in this situation was they put the funds in the wrong month.
Okay, no, that's fine. I was just curious, Paige, can you reach out to Mr. Herman and see if he's gonna jump on?
Yep, I'll do it right now, Judge.
Okay, thanks. All right, Mr. Scott, we'll try to get you taken care of.
Okay, thank you. How's your day going?
Pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
All right, Mr. Farina, I don't know what's taking her so long, but I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Calling a case of People versus Mashoud Hadar. This case was set for a formal hearing at 10:45. It's now 11:15. I'll entertain a motion from you. You're muted.
I would do a motion to dismiss at this time, Your Honor.
It's dismissed. You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day, Judge.
Yep, you too. Ms. Belcher, are you back here on Devin Davis on behalf of Mr. Batar?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Nunley is in a breakout room with the prosecutor. Do you want me to throw you in there?
Yes, please.
Go ahead and hit join. Actually, Mr. Jadala, unless you have anything else, I think we're good.
All right, Judge. If you need me or if anybody else logs on, just let me know.
I will let you know. I don't think so. I think the last case that we covered everything. The only ones we had no shows were at like 10:15. So I think an hour later, we're probably safe. All right.
Thank you so much. Have a
Okay,
wonderful day.
thanks. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Are we ready on the Davis and Scott matter, or Austin and Davis matter?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Moore, are you?
Your Honor, I believe we're ready to put it on the record.
People versus Christopher Austin and Devin Davis. This matter is set for a motion hearing. It was set back in July. And there's been a written motion filed by the defense, by Mr. Nunley on behalf of, technically on behalf of both defendants. Is that when we had a conversation, Mr. Batar, I know the facts may be a little bit different, but the time frame is identical. We had this conversation sometime in July, and Mr. Batar, I think, started to make an oral motion, and then we ended up with this motion date. That I would note for the record that there's been no response on behalf of the people, no written response. Anything else for argument, Mr. Nunley or Ms. Belcher, on behalf of Mr. Austin or Mr. Davis that you want to make, Mr. Nunley?
I mean, I could rest on the pleadings if the court would like the Reader's Digest version of the timeline and the facts. I'm more than happy to.
I don't need it necessarily for your client, Ms. Belcher, on behalf of Mr. Davis, only because he's not specifically mentioned with a recitation of the facts in the motion. Do you want to add something?
Your Honor, I would just add that it looks like the original charge was February of 2014. There was a significant delay as it relates to him, in that the authorization of the complaint wasn't until sometime in 2016.
Which was the 26 months as indicated by Mr. Nunley's motion.
Correct.
The only other thing that I know is that Mr. Nunley had indicated on behalf of Mr. Austin that Mr. Austin had some 10 contacts with the police, and this was never raised until he went in. I think he lives in the state of Ohio, and he was looking for an expungement, and this came up. So even though he had multiple contacts here in Michigan, it was never raised until he literally found it as a result of an expungement. Anything else on Mr. Davis's behalf along those lines?
No, Your Honor, we would just join in with Mr. Nunley's motion.
Response on behalf of the people?
Yes, Your Honor. I first would like to note that I am standing in for the attorney of record, the attorney who did receive this motion, but did not pass that along to me. I have no explanation as to why a motion.
And she was live on the Zoom when we had multiple conversations about it.
Your Honor,
and I recall her saying, Mr. Nunley, correct me if I'm wrong, her saying, well, file a motion.
Your Honor, I understand that. I believe that to be true. I just am indicating that I have no explanation as to why the people did not file a response in this case, and that I have not read over the motion. Based on what Mr. Nunley has stated, it does indicate that there were 26 months from when the initial violation occurred to when the charges were brought. And I do want to indicate as well that the reason that this case was not able to move forward then was because the defendant did in fact fail to appear at that time. I have no explanation as to why, pursuant to that warrant, this individual was not picked up and brought into court.
And had multiple contacts with the police department after that, and then it just wasn't. And I don't know why either, but it's from 2014. I think under the circumstances, and since the prosecution, no fault of yours, Ms. Moore, has failed to put into any pleading or any response of any kind, I'm going to dismiss both these cases. Mr. Nunley, do you want to present an order on behalf of both defendants?
Good thing.
Or one way or another, Ms. Belcher, you guys work it out.
Yeah, I don't mind doing anything, Royce, if you need me to.
I'll draft up the motion. I'll shoot it over, or the order. I'll shoot it over to you guys. We'll enter it with court.
All right, perfect. Mr. Austin and Mr. Davis, these cases are dismissed and you're all set.
Thank you, Judge. I'll see you later.
And Mr. Nunley will be in
Thank you.
contact, and Mr. Davis, Ms. Belcher will be in contact with you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Thank you. Ms. Moore, while you were in the breakout, I dismissed the Hadar formal hearing after 30 minutes and no officer appeared.
Understood, Judge. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, and then I think we have Mr. Rockheim back on Bailey. Mr. Rockheim, did you need a breakout with Ms. Moore?
For a moment. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Ms. Moore, if you can rejoin number 2, and I will send Mr. Rockheim there. And then Mr. Robinson on Evergreen Town and Country versus John Machesak. Mr. Machesak has failed to appear. Have you had any contact with them?
Judge, they were calling me daily last week about various innocuous issues. So to answer your question, yes, but not involving this, so.
All right, well, I'll issue a default. You can enter it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And then on Kirkwood versus Charles Scott, Mr. Scott, I think that they probably didn't appear today. Paige, did you have any contact with Mr. Herman?
Not yet, Judge. I can't get a hold of him.
All right, I'm gonna make an indication that the plaintiff failed to appear. I think they probably weren't. I'm gonna dismiss this, Mr. Scott.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're all set.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.